Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the NBA on 2. DA, it's on.
Thank you, Kevin.
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. A look at Chicago. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Knicks, 2.5 games back.
Well, I think for New York, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Green is out there with Vucevic, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And for New York, sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. And it's Burks in at the 1. Here's Robinson after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Fournier pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Burks with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. They get a hand on it. First quarter of play, 1 minute played.
Who's watching here?
Passes it to Levine. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Green left side. Outside, Ball. That one, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now, here's Burks, who's coming off a 25-point game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate them.
They get it again. Second shot opportunity, and Vucevic with the layup.
And the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
Pass to Robinson. The feed to Fournier. That one, no good. Nice D from Levine. Ball finds Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Nice pass. Putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Now Burks. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Outside Fournier. Here's Randall. Moves back up. Shoots over Ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Combo of strength and suddenness. Hard not to foul Randall.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
Now, here's Ball. Against Charlotte, he was really on his game. Levine gets the bucket.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Here's Burks. And to get open is Robinson. Burks can't get it to go. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
So here's Burks. Following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Shoots over Vucevic. Tries again. Excellent D there from Ball.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Kicks it to Vucevic. DeRozan against Barrett. Here's Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
It's on Mitchell Robinson.
So smooth with that shot fake. As soon as Levine is smooth, the rest is easy.
At the line.
And Kevin, you tend to forget this about Levine. I mean, he's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Noel's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randall. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Rose in for Burks. Now here's Noel. Back to Rose. Double team on Rose. Quickly with a wide open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach LaVine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited to see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime.
Yeah, you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Pass to Noel. Now, here's Barrett. Defense right on him. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Basket good. The Bulls leading by 3. And the pass to Caruso. And there's the drive. Lays it up off the glass. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rose looking around, and the shot goes in.
That's the burst that fans love to see from Rose. He's got a knack for blowing by defenders.
Here's Caruso. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Here's Caruso. It's a 3-point game. It's rebounded by Quickly. Here's Caruso with 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the way in. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Bulls lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And the former league MVP, Derrick Rose.
We know what we have to do, and we know when we get out.
And Rose, Greg, so respected around the NBA.
A great teammate, and you know, not the most outspoken by nature, but so comfortable in his own skin. His teammates all ears when he does speak up.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Taj Gibson. Rose is out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then there's Toppin. And it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. Clock at 6. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. Puts up a 3. Rose, no good. The Bulls leading by 7. Caruso looking for an opening. Passes it to Dosunmu. From the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
3-point goal.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Now, here's Barrett. Dives to the hoop. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Caruso. Pass to Dosunmu. And the Bulls, another 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's quickly missing. And the Bulls with possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Pass to Brandt. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but, you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream.
Ball feeling it out a bit. To the left wing, takes a three, and the Bulls another three.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Ball comes to help. Robinson on the wing. Back to Burks. He kicks to Barrett. A three ball. And again, New York with the triple.
And this is who Barrett is, a competitor, someone who looks to get revenge whenever he can.
Outside Ball. And there's the pass to Dosunmu. Here's DeRozan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Burks finds Barrett. Back to Burks. Passes to Barrett. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first
Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Barrett. You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3, mid-range, the free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get by people.
Levine's checked in for Chicago. Now, here's Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Knicks trailed by 14. Outside Fournier.
Bulls foul. Javante Green.
The Knicks making the switch here. Noel's checked in.
Team foul. Coming onto the floor for your New York.
1:46 left now here in the second. And DeRozan sends it back. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Now, here's Fournier. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Just 4 to shoot. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 6.
The brutal strength of Randall, allowing him to finish right there through clear contact.
The Bulls leading by 14. Outside Ball. Pass to Levine. Takes the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. Outside Fournier. over Green. And it's off the back rim, no good.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Levine from downtown. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Levine's fired up tonight and having no trouble in finding points for the team.
Burks on the wing. Fires for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync. They knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
To the paint, and Green slams it in.
You can make the case this is Ball's best skill, a phenomenal passer in the pick and roll.
Randall, and he dunks it down.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter. And that does it for our halftime show.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. DeRozan out there with Green, and it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Burks, steps back and dreams the jump shot.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Ball against Burks. Levine wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Levine's got 17 now.
Man, you better give props to Zach LaVine. He continues to extend his range. I mean, he's becoming a sharpshooter in this league.
And Fournier kicks to Barrett. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Buries the long-range jumper. Burks has got 5 points in the quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Kept alive. Robinson dishes to Burks. Levine against Fournier. The pass to Barrett to the middle. And there's Randall on the assist by Barrett. He's got 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Ball. Passes it to Levine. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
Robinson passes to Burks. Up top, Fournier. Vucevic defending. And Fournier kicks to Barrett. Pass to Robinson. And it's good. 2 points. Robinson's got his first basket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big. It won't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him. But, boy, you can't teach size and athleticism. And that's what he brings to the party.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Rose in for Alec Burks. Quickly the pass to Fournier. Inside, Gibson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively. The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Rose kicks to Fournier. Quickly the pass to Rose. Outside Fournier. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Brown.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Outside Levine. Jones in the post. Quickly covering. And the basket by Jones.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Rose. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
When you're a vet like Rose, you figure out ways to score inside, even as a guard.
The drive-by ball. Lays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 6. 1:33 left in the third. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And that's a foul. It's called on Troy Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team.
Noel's checked in for the Knicks. Osumu, he's checked in for Chicago. Alex Caruso comes in for Lonzo Ball. Quickly kicks to Noel. Here's Rose. Noel trying to break loose. And there's Rose on the assist by Noel. 6 points for Derrick Rose. Here's Caruso. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Brown the pass to Caruso. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. And Fournier kicks to Rose. Bradley against Noel. Pass to Quickly. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 6.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Now the pass to Osumu. Here's Caruso. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Baseline try, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Knicks ball. Bulls substitution.
There's 14 seconds left in the third.
Come to me.
Here's Rose. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Caruso. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Alec Burks is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside, Green. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's DeRozan. From 13 feet, it goes down. DeRozan's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bulls. Rose with the ball. With some arc. Drops in the layup for 2.
Playmaker in every sense of the word. Rose is so good at breaking down defenses and creating for others.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Rose. Green passes to Caruso. Back to Green. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for New York. Trailing by 19. Pass to Burks. The kick out to Rose. Pass to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To get open is Robinson. And the 3 off target.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Pass to Green. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Chicago.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
The 17-footer. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 8 points for Rose.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Great play movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
The Knicks making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. The pass to Burks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal.
Lonzo Ball picks one up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They based their offense around the three-point shot today, and that was the right move. It's been a huge weapon for them all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
He hits the second from the line. Chicago leading by 22. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Count that one.
That added muscle helping Lonzo there, looking stronger and more confident on these takes.
New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Going inside. Burks can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Outside, Levine. The 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Fournier against Levine. Passes it to Barrett. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
For New York, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Fournier dishes to Randall. Nailed from three-point land.
Great recognition from Randall. Seeing an opportunity to rise and fire and making use of it.
Burks against Ball. For three, Levine. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Burks the best to Fournier. No good that time. Nice D from Levine. Lobbed up there for Green. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous two games with.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zach LaVine.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Chicago calls timeout. They're in front by 29. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Here's Caruso. Pass to Dosunmu. Right side Jones. Just 5 on the clock. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Here's Knox. Tries from 10, and it's Bradley with the rebound. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Bulls. The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable. We're making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we're just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you.